Hi students, this is Mr. Simons and welcome back to web design. We're working in WordPress today. I'm going to be creating a new post. This is the new update in April of 2021. A really good update, something that you may not notice because this is your first time in WordPress, but I think there's some things that are a little more intuitive and that you'll like a lot, all right? So accessing the dashboard is much easier. It just comes right up on the home page when you log into your WordPress. So all the controls for WordPress are right here. All the dashboard controls are right here on the side. Anytime you need to get back to the dashboard, click on the little WordPress icon and there will be some form of back button. It'll say view posts, view pages. It might say back to the dashboard there, and that's how to return here at any time. So we're going to start a new post here. We go to posts, we drop down the menu. You can hover over posts and add new here. So we're going to add a new post here and we're going to title the post, right? And then we can just start typing in below. And it's in a block, and there's some description here about what blocks are like. It used to be in WordPress a lot like Microsoft Word or Google Docs, where we had a regular word processing screen when we worked on this. Now we work in blocks, and that's much more related to template-based web design. And so many things are in template-based web design today that this is a great way to edit, and something that's usually a little more intuitive. Content at its core does have HTML, and I'll show you a little later how to access the actual HTML. And you know, a lot of WordPress experts know a little code and stuff, but it's not a big deal for us right now. We're trying to, you know, harness the power of code blocks here. So we're back to the new post screen. And we can start typing, or we can type a little bar to see the different things that are available in our code block. But first, we're just going to text to start our post. I'm going to do short stuff here. You want to make a real post. You want to make a real meaningful post about a topic of your choice here. I could copy and paste some stuff from the other screen, but I'll just keep it short to keep the video short. All right. And let's see what's next. Okay, creating our new post. So as we're in a block here, you can shift and enter and stay in the same block, right? And then and shift and enter and see, and shift and enter. And then, oops, and then shift and enter and shift and enter. Now we're all still in just one block here, right? Okay, finish up this block, and then we can make a little emoji here out of text and stuff. And so this is a way to do it. This is the way we, would have done it in a word processor, right? But the blocks give us so much more power that we really want to use those. So let's erase that and think of our second set of text here. We hit enter, and then we can hit the plus or the little slash there, and we want to make a list now. And see, as you're hitting enter while you're in the list, it will make items in the list, right? And so if we want to go to the next block, we got to come down here. And again, we can hit the little slash if we want to see a few of the short menu items. But if we want to see the bigger menu, we have to go to adding a block here. And so that's the other way to add a block here. And so you can see you can add a list from here, or you can add a list from the slash. So two different ways of doing it, and some very intuitive. I really like what they're doing with the new block editor here. And I'm not sure how to drop that out. There we go. And wow, look at that. Yeah, every now and again you'll find that that some wacky stuff happens, okay? And it's okay. Just delete it and keep moving on with your post. And text is next. Anytime you want a paragraph, just type right into the block, okay? And yeah, that takes us right up to there. And we have the save draft. So anytime we should save often so that you don't lose your work, right? So we've saved the draft, and then we want to, I think bold is next. Let's see. Trying to move as fast as we can. Yeah, text is next. Most people like it, and then we'll make our little emoji again here, and let's bold the word most. So we highlight it and we click the B. And if you wanna make something italicized, you do the little I. Okay, and now link to Mr. Simon's website. Okay, so now we got to go get a link, right? And let's see. I'm hoping hyperlink is next. Oh, you can reorder your blocks. You can move them up and move them down. You can just grab them and move them up and down, or you can use the little arrows to change their position, right? And we can preview our post, right? Okay, and we get a preview of our post, and see it made the little winking emoji there. And then close that down and go back to editing, right, after we preview here. And yeah, there's your close down. Our little smiley character made an emoji. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Now we're going to do the link here. Okay, so we're going to highlight Mr. Simon's website here, and we're going to go to my site. And there's that, and we copy the URL. And so you want a website that's related to your topic, right? You want a website that's related to your topic. And you go to the link, paste it in, and we go here if we want it to open in a new tab, which is a really good idea. It keeps people on your website even when there's an external link there. Sometimes if you want them to leave the page you're on and go to that new page, you can, and then we click the little enter button, or we hit enter here and submit it, right? Submit that, and now that's a link. All right, what's next? Creating the hyperlink here. We're going to create the hyperlink. All right, and we did that. We entered our URL. We highlighted the text, and then we entered the URL, and we had open in a new tab, and Now let's try some of the options in the settings menu for a code block. Okay. Now we're on this block here, right? And we'll go to the settings menu for block here. Let's see what kind of editing choices we have. You can pull down the size of the text for that block, right? We can make it all large. The drop cap is really cool, right? It can make it look really fancy schmancy, right? And let's see what's next. You can specify an exact font size as well. All right, and now we can go to our color settings. And custom color, and let's get a really fancy color for, there we go. There's some green text there. If you want to color a single word, you will need to go to the classic editor. We'll be in the classic editor later on. All right, but we can color a whole block there. Okay, so I told you I was going to show you where the coding was. If you ever wanted to code it, you can look at the HTML right there. I mean, the visual editor is what we're using. You can go to the code editor there. Now, if you want all of your blocks toolbars to appear at the top instead of right above them, right? They appear right above them like this. You can go to the little 3-dot menu there and click top toolbar. So the toolbar is like a ribbon at the top, like a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word document. And we can turn that off and have them appear right above each thing too. All right. And now we're going to publish our post here. So we go back to the settings menu and we go to post, and our visibility is public, right? You got public, private, or password protected. Here you can publish immediately, or you can set a time in the future for it to publish as well. And then we want to actually click publish, and it's going to ask us again to double check our settings before we actually publish the post. Okay, let's publish the post. There it is. And you can see that there are many ways to view the post, right? That's a way to get there. That's a way to get there. And then for a moment, it pops up a little window down at the bottom to view the post. But we can view it this way as well. Okay. Viewing the live site. Okay, so we're there. We're at the post here, and so this since it is the live post is actually the URL. But I really want us to learn to use the permalink here. Okay, and the permalink is right down here on the menu, and you right click on the permalink and copy the link address, and this is what you can turn in for a post. It's a really great way to make sure that you do that. We'll be doing the short link later on, but I wanted you to learn where the permalink is for right now, so you can turn in this lovely post. Now, there's a couple other things we need to make sure are happening here. Bolding, italics, and color text in the content. So did we italicize something? Yeah, we italicized something. We bolded something. We've got text, right? We choose a word or words within our content to make a hyperlink. We did that. We published it. We viewed the live site. Now we want to return to the edit post screen here after we're updated and say, oops, this was added after I published. and update it so that that's the post. And you don't need to send the permalink again because the link is to the post. If you change the post, the link will get you there, right? The link will get you there, that permalink. All right, so turn in your post. Have fun with this. Please ask me questions. I'm really happy to update our curriculum to go with the new WordPress update. Hopefully it works well for you. Please let me know what I can do to help you out, though. Reminder, email are the best ways to get in touch. I'll see you soon, and I can't wait to see you in class or on Zoom. Buddy, bye.